Hey, welcome to my series, Albums That Made Me. We're looking at one that, well, I'm pretty sure I stole from my brother. It's No Doubt's album, Tragic Kingdom, which came out in 1995. Great album. A list of tracks that just there's no bad track on this album, I feel like. It's on the list of top 500 albums by Rolling Stones. It's at 441. I think I would bump it up a few more albums than that. It topped the Canadian charts when it came out. It's their third album, but for me, it was my introduction to them. I remember my brother having this album and us listening to it in the car, maybe when he was driving me to music lessons or school or something like that. And somehow it weasels its way into my CD collection because I'm pretty sure that's where this came from. Though I could have bought it later in life, remembering how great it was and wanting to have my own copy. So yeah, it came out in 1995, packed with, just like the back of it says there, packed with all these tracks, wonderful, great, well-made tracks. We got a bright yellow CD, really stands out, lets you know what's going on there. I think behind the CD here, I may have put this in a different case because CD cases are the worst and always were breaking. But if we look behind, if we pop it open here, oh, we do have a picture behind there. A nice field and grove and mountain and road. All these pictures taking place in the Orange County of California, where the band is from. The album was named Tragic Kingdom, based on a way to call Disney World or Disneyland the Magic Kingdom being the Tragic Kingdom. So a little play on words there. And so what we see is a bunch of oranges, but oranges that have been eaten and have holes in them as they're not that appetizing looking. We got a picture of the band on the back of the liner notes here, looking cool, looking young. We got Gwen in the front here. Apparently that dress was stolen from a museum back in the early 2000s. So sadly, it's not around anymore. That's an iconic look, especially for this band. And what we have in the liner notes, like I've noticed with a few albums now, is a really small font that I'm barely able to read. But we do have some pictures. So we got lots of band pictures taking place in different locations in California. So we got this one and them overlooking some mountains and things. And we got a grocery cart of oranges there. We got a few more with oranges and different things. Here's the band again. And now they're hanging out with the oranges. Here they are running, having a great time running down the boulevard. And then here we are along with looking out of a car window. A lot of bands like that kind of thing. And there's a great big juicy orange. Cool. So we got some pictures there, a little bit of wording about the Tragic Kingdom. Yeah, welcome to the Tragic Kingdom. We got some words there. And then we have the actual lyrics, the lyrics of the songs, and some live photos from when they're performing. So we got, bass players, guitar players, Gwen looking cool and different hairstyle there. We got bass player, drum player. And that's all. We got the thank yous at the end there. Once again, the tiniest font ever. I think the cool thing about liner notes and albums like this, they let you know who wrote the song, what the influences were. Sometimes they'll have a little note about what they were thinking. So far on these ones, we can see that Gwen is listed as a writer. Yeah, her name is on all of these songs. Some of them she wrote on her own. Some of them she wrote with Tony, which I believe Tony is the bass player in the band. And then some have other people's names on them too, but good work, Gwen. We have a list of the band names, so there you go. If you're looking at this CD and this maybe was your first No Doubt CD and you didn't really know who they were because there wasn't ways to look those things up when this CD came out. The internet didn't exist. So we got the list. No Doubt is Gwen Stefani on vocals, Ton Dumont on guitar, Tony Canal on bass, Adrian Young on drums and percussion, and Eric Stefani on piano and keyboards. And then they had two other people playing some trumpets and trombones and additional music as well. And then they said you could write to No Doubt, and there's an address listed here to write to them. Once again, a website, and showing you how old this album is. It's not even just nodoubt.com, but it's this website up here, which I'll put on the screen. So you can look up No Doubt online. You could have written them a letter. There's an address there to write to them. But the tracks on this album, like I was looking at the list of them and I was just like, these are all hits. The ones that I remember, the ones that stick out to me are definitely the first track there, Spiderwebs. I remember people singing it in junior high. I'm old. I remember people singing that in junior high. I guess it was on the radio. It was probably a pretty big hit. But Excuse Me, Mister is the next track. Just a Girl. I think if you know doubt anything about No Doubt, Just a Girl or Don't Speak are probably the big songs that you remember. And those are both on this album. But Spiderwebs, Excuse Me, Mister, Just a Girl, Sunday Morning sticks out to me as a song that I remember. Of course, Don't Speak. And The Tragic Kingdom, which is the title track, is the last track on the CD. And one track that really I enjoy and really stands out to me is the song You Can Do It, which starts with a pretty great trumpet and trombone line and a drum beat coming in. And it's just a great song to dance along with and enjoy. If you want some energy, if you just want to shake it off, I suggest putting You Can Do It on. You can definitely find this album on streaming platforms, but if you want something textile to hold, you want to look at the bright colors and the pictures, maybe you can Google those things and just look at them on your phone or computer. But I can throw this in my car and listen to it anytime I want. I don't have to have internet. I don't have to have a subscription to something. I own this. This is mine. I can listen to it whenever I want. And that's a nice thing about CDs. So this is Tragic Kingdom by No Doubt. Hope you check it out. I hope you enjoy it.